Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with the latest and greatest data mines on how we can best prepare now that the game files have also been updated. But you guys may have seen this as well. If you check in game right now, it's pretty cool, but Zombie Kestrel now is officially in game. So it's really cool just to see her animations and skin. She is going to be an absolutely formidable addition to the rest of the new Undying team, especially seeing that there is obviously going to be a danger room coming to feature the Undying folks as well. So something to be excited for sure. And obviously with Battle World being released this week, in addition to looking forward to Sentry in the future, lots going on, guys. But we know that obviously the big bad, the huge carrot that we're trying to chase right now is going to be Blue Marble with all the events. And as you guys may have seen from my past video, we were able to get information on what the next leaderboard event is going to look like, especially since it is actually going to feature for the first time ISO Purple 5. Now, I do have a little bit more information, so hopefully this is going to give you guys a little bit more time to prepare, but it does look like this event is going to be available next week, so we still have all of this week to prepare. And remember, we always want to stress saving our resources to unleash them, because again, the data mines don't always give us clarity and details until it's actually shown in the blog. Heck, even when they do show the blog posts, the way they word it, you may not even know what resource you will need until the event actually goes live, as we saw with that Golden Web event. Remember, it was actually a gold spending event, but they never mentioned it in the blog, and it was actually situated in the way of spending orbs. So that's where it gets interesting, guys. So let me just give you a quick little recap here. So this is the event that's going to be starting next week. It's called the Curse of Eternity. Gain progress in this event by opening these vampire or zombie orbs. In addition, if you earn any of these Hellcat Diamond Orb fragments, playing raids, playing arena, war crucible, so forth with Living Mummy, you're also going to be getting additional points. So obviously having Living Mummy is going to be giving you an extra boost, just like how we saw if you had Damon for this recent leaderboard event that wrapped up, it would have given you a little extra juice there. But what is important, guys, is just remember, we don't really have that detail on what these vampire or zombie orbs are, but I was able to actually poke a little bit further, and I do have more information now I can share for you guys wanting to get a head start in preparing for next week's event. But first, let's talk about some of the other things that are also coming around the pipeline here. We have this Plague Rising event, where essentially we're going to earn some additional level 4 ions. This is done through earning these tier 1 to tier 5 vampires from, once again, these vampire orbs that are mentioned. So just big question marks on kind of how we get access to that, right? Probably going to be available in the command center or other resources, but you can see here it's also going to include rewards like Morbius, Oath, and as well as Blade Shards. And you can also keep up with the leaderboard for your alliance for a chance to earn T3 level 4. So this is going to be the newest alliance event. Just like how right now we have the sorry, I forget the name of it, but it's the one where if you're doing raids with Sinister 6 or Insidious, you're gonna be gaining points every single day. I think it's like Cosmic Warzone or something like that. But yeah, that is exactly what it's gonna replace. So it looks like there is gonna be a lot more Purple 4 coming, which tells us then that Blue Marvel's event is actually a lot sooner than we all think. I can see his event coming here in just a few weeks, with the way that they're kind of rushing this out too. We also know that there's going to be this Broken King week 12. Playing in war with Brimstone is going to allow you to be able to get some rewards there, so nothing crazy. This is what I was referring to earlier though. This danger room details here, as you can see, all relating back to Undying. So for those of you that invested in, the Zombie, Iron Man, Zugs, Scarlet Witch, and so forth, there's going to be an opportunity to utilize them in a danger room. But just remember that even if you don't have these characters built up, they always do provide options. So I personally only have my Zugs built up because I used him for Age of X. Everybody else is like level 80, level 60 to 80 or something like that. So we'll see when this event goes live. We'll see what options we have. I don't plan to go full on with all the resources, but mind you, obviously Zombie Kestrel is very enticing. But what I do want to point out, guys, and this is actually revised now, this additional detail that you see here tying back to all these events. It did say here, so there's going to be 2 events that I believe that's going to be tied back to the Alliance, and maybe they'll switch them every other week, but one is called Blood Rain, and the other one's called Plague Rising, which we've already covered. Now you can see here, both these events are going to give us the opportunity to earn more of these purple level 4 ions in addition to level 5. But what is very important is the naming that's used here for this event. Exchange your resources for valuable L4 training modules and then use them to unlock zombie/vampire orbs and make progress in the Blood Rain Plague Rising milestone event. So they kind of gave it away here. I think they were trying to be sneaky with the details, but especially where they have the word Blood Rain and then the semicolon power cores, same with Plague Rising power cores, it suggests that we could see a very, very similar event to the one that just wrapped up, where we need to use power cores and convert them potentially to some sort of orb. Again, it's they're trying to be sneaky with the way that they word things in the data mines, but I do strongly believe power cores is going to be the key to this, especially seeing the naming nuance that we see there. So something to be on the lookout for there. And then as well, just a little bit more digging here, right? You can see there's also another one. Remember the Curse of Eternity. This is the one that's tied back to the leaderboard opportunity for Purple 5, in addition to that Living Mummy Diamond. And it does say, again, a little bit more clues here that you just unlocked the best discount deal for the Curse of Eternity event. This offer only lasts for as long as this window's open. Seize it before it's too late. Watch for daily and weekend offers. So what we saw in the data mines was that it looks like there is going to be some opportunity for these specific offers to only be available during the weekday in addition to the weekend. So it gives us a little bit of information, obviously, that this event is probably going to start sometime early next week, so that there's going to be some daily offers. And then as it heads into the weekend, there's also going to be some weekend offers. Now, the reason I point this out is because you may not want to use all your resources at first if you plan to go hard on this event, because if you do, you might not have enough left in the tank if there are some special weekend ones as well. Like it's just too hard to tell, but that's kind of what's available right now in terms of previewing anyways. And then lastly, we did see here that there is going to be this Road to Blue Marvel event, almost like a burst event. Now, you know, they're not usually free to play friendly, but it's going to give you a little bit of freebies here and there, hopefully. So level 4, level 5, complete all the milestones by purchasing points and select offers. So tied to those that I want to spend a little bit, but you can see we're going to be getting points for logging in and playing war battles. So there you guys have it. That is it in a nutshell. Lots of information, but the key is going to be the power cores, guys. Make sure you're very careful with that right now. Hopefully you didn't spend it all in this recent event. That's why we were hoarding and playing it safe, but because we didn't anticipate that level 5 would be coming this soon, and now I'm glad I did. So guys, be on the lookout for that. I'm sure there's gonna be more information. There's also an announcement tomorrow, likely with Pathfinder, and as well as Ryan Jacobs with respect to the next Sun strike spot review. So be on the lookout for that, guys. But we'll be back with more information, I'm sure. Do let me know what you think in comments below. Are you guys pumped? Are you excited? Are you anticipating this release to be quicker than expected as well? Do let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.